I got a freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
What's up, y'all? So listen, I wanted to start this episode. Okay, so this is episode 346. Okay, it's called Life. The reason for this episode is like I want number one. I'm be honest. I wanted something easy to talk about. Okay, I wanted something easy to talk about, but I wanted something original to talk about. Like I didn't want to have to like go to any news articles. I didn't want to do none of the extra stuff. I just wanted to like talk to you guys. So this one I felt like this was easy. And it was something that was just simple to address. So uh here we are. So listen, in this episode, I'm gonna talk about relationships. I'm going to talk about friendships. I'm going to talk about love, and I'm going to talk about all of this in life in general from a very grown perspective. Okay, from a grown perspective, from my grown man. Okay, spot, dude. I hate this place. Like, bro, all these little bugs that keep getting. Anyway, I'm gonna kill that thing. Anyway, it's like a little moth or whatever. So, peep game. All right. So here's what it is. Right. So I guess I'll start with like a grown perspective, right? Because I think that's the easiest way to start off. So my grown perspective on things, because so I was supposed to this week I'm supposed to be going to like UCA homecoming. I'm not fucking going. Okay, just straight up. I'm not going. Now there's two reasons why. One, I honestly don't feel like it. Like it sounded like a good idea, and I told people, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna pull up," because the feeling was right. Like the feeling of it all, like yeah, we all will get together. It's gonna be good. Blah 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 blah. And then, like after that, it was just like, but why though? But why though? And I could not logically get myself. But why though? Like I couldn't answer that question logically. Like there's no logical reason for me to pull up, whether it be like a lot of people like we don't even speak like that. And then plus, like I'm traveling like dumb far. Like I'm flying. I'd have to drive 3 hours to Atlanta and then fly another two just to land in Little Rock and be like, "Yo, what's up?" Like what? You know what I'm saying? And then plus I had something that I want to do next week. Like I want to go do it next week in California. So I'm like, well, what I want to do is next week. I'm like, why would I go do this the week before? I'm like, I'm just gonna be exhausting myself. Then my content, like I'm on a good roll. I'm on a good streak. I'm putting out videos. Like it's gonna throw me all the way off. I'm already knowing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's draining my energy or my energy feeling different. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm looking over people that like on some levels don't even really fuck with me like that. You know what I mean? Like let's keep it a fucking band. Like so I was like, all right. I'm like, all right. I went through all of those and I was like, I was like, oh, it'd be good to see some people. But then I was like, well, when's the last time you seen some of those people? And then I got to really thinking about it and I'm like, oh, all the people that I really wanted to see, I've already seen them. Everybody else, like, I ain't seen them. And that's not my fault. That's their fault. So why you gonna make another trip just to make sure you see? No, that don't have shit to do with me. You know what I mean? Like I was like, that ain't really got shit to do with me. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm like, okay, I'm in a good space. I'm in the right frame of mind. Cool. I'm not going. I'm gonna leave that mess alone. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say like I just feel like I'm beyond, like, because I'm a grown ass man. Like I feel like I'm beyond the whole like, because some on some level it's gonna be some weird, like, because everybody's gonna be in their 30s, like high school type shit, and I just ain't got time for that shit. I don't. I don't. I don't. And maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I'm thinking about things in a totally like terrible manner. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't got time for like low key classism, like in fucking 2024 as a fucking grown man with my peers. Like we're fucking the same. We're peers. Like I ain't got time for that shit. Like I don't. I fucking don't. And this is me being fucking honest. Um, so I was like, cool, I'm done with that. Like I'm not going to homecoming, right? And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying? I got like some family stuff that came up. So I gotta make a whole nother trip. Um, so I gotta make a second trip in November. And I'm just like, okay, like during that time, so I hit up my normal crew. I was like, hey, y'all free, whoop 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 whoop. We can hang out this time. Everybody on board. All my usuals are on board. I said these are the people I need. I don't need a lot. I just need the few. I just need the few that God gave me. You know what I'm saying? So that leads me into like friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? It's not beef. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not finna hold on, wait. Imagine fumbling the biggest case of your life in front of the whole world, the judge doing anything she can to save them. Who the fuck is, what are you talking about? Are you talking about Young Thug? Because I'm not talking about him right now. I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me. So I think that's about Young Thug. I feel like that's about Young Thug. So anyway, I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, with the friendships that I do like have and cherish and nourish or whatever, like that also falls into like why I'm choosing to go to California. Because them people, like, you know what I'm saying, like these people, like they really, really fucks with me. They really, really fools with me. Like I know they fool with me. Like it's not even a question. It's not even a question of if they do. I know they do. So I'm like, whoa, why don't I just go out there instead? You know? Like I haven't had to struggle to maintain the relationship, to maintain the relationship was maintained on both ends. Like I put in minimal effort into this because both sides were working on it. So therefore I was just like, well, like let me go hang out with my friends. So that's really what it is. It's not even to say like those other people we aren't friends. It's just the way that the dynamic is going. Like it just better to me for what I value in friendships. You know what I'm saying? Um, and plus I don't need to keep up with the Joneses. I don't need to see everybody like I ain't seen you. If I go one more year, like is it that deep? Like no, it's not that deep. You know what I'm saying? If you know, it's not that deep. Um, but with that being said, I think it's important, like when you're talking about friendships, like that each party like really is, trying their best to keep the other person's best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? And there's a way to do things out of love, you know what I'm saying, versus just oh yeah, we just doing this, blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like there's ways of going about things that are a bit haphazard that I think a lot of people don't think into, like, okay, well, my message is correct, and I'm just gonna say it like, nah, you might want to look into like how you're saying it. And then you also need to look into like why you wait a yeah, you might we need to look into like why you think you're saying what you're saying. Do you think this is the reality of this particular person? Because if you're not there on the day to day, you might just be talking out your ass. But anyway, what are you saying? The YSL case might have a mistrial after today's screw ups. but the defense might reject it because it's without prejudice. Oh, they're tripping. Hey, they tripping. They tripping. Fuck that. Hey, nah. I'll cover that in a separate video. I'm gonna cover that in a separate video. I'm gonna go to Thugger Daily, and I'm gonna cover that in a separate video. I'm gonna cover that in a separate video. But either way it goes, have you ever been arrested or in police custody? Have I ever been in cuffs? I think I've been in cuffs once. Once. I think I've been in handcuffs once. Once. And it wasn't even like I wasn't even in handcuffs like by both hands. The dude was just like grabbing people, and they grabbed me, and he threw the cuff on my hand, and I was like, huh? Like I was like super confused. And the other officer goes, not him, that guy. He then pops the key and pops it off my wrist, says my bad, and just runs off. And they go get the other dude, right? And I'm just like, okay. Nah, bro. Like it wasn't that serious. It was just like I just happened to be walking out. You know what I'm saying? As like all the commotion was going on. Because as the commotion was going on, I'm like, I need to get out of here for my own safety. That's what it was. I was like, I need to leave for my own safety. But I got cuffed on accident. Like it was a pure accident. I ain't holding it against the officer or nobody. Like I ain't holding against somebody. I was just like, it is what it is. But anyway. Let me stay on topic. Let me get back on topic. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? That's that. That's my feelings on on friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel about it. I feel like it's a two-way street. You know what I'm saying? Both people got to put in some effort to try and like make this thing work. You know what I'm saying? And kind of you got profile that's crazy, bro. I'm black. What do you mean that's crazy? That's life. That's life. I'm black. Of course I got profile. Fuck you mean? Like what? That comes with the territory. Are you black? You're male? You fit the description. You're getting profiled. Get the big black man. He looks guilty. Bro, I'm 5'8". Like I'm nobody. Like I'm not a threat at all. I'm not at all. Like even when cuffed and shocked, like I was still kind of smiling, like, are we serious? I'm like, what are we doing? Like, I ain't even pointing them to the right dude or none of that. I'm just like, I'm not the guy, right? Like that's how I looked at him. I'm like, what? Like, I was just shocked. Because have you ever been in a fight? Not like a real fight. Nah, I don't think not in a real fight. Um, at max, I like punched the dude. That's it. I just punched the dude. That's it. And I turned my bully into a friend, which is ironic because I ain't really fool with him anyway. Even after that, I ain't fool with him. Like it was just what it was. And then dude, and then yeah, like I seen him later. I seen him later on in life. Oh my god, that was the best moment ever. To see my bully with an ugly baby mama. Dang, you ain't got no hands. Like that don't mean I ain't got no hands. That just means I ain't never had to use them. Like I'm a pleasant person. But either way it goes, like so anyway, the bully dude, like I seen him at church on the front row with his baby mama. She crying. They got like 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? He over there trying to give his life to again. I don't know if he was or wasn't. So like if he is giving his life to God, that's great. That is a wonderful and beautiful thing. If she's giving her life to God, that is wonderful. That's great. However, the best part of this moment was I went up there for prayer too. Like, and I didn't even realize it was him, right? Till I turned around and I looked at him. He looks at me, and then I turn my head and I look at him, and he's looking at me, and then his eyes, like when I turned my head and looked at him, like we're both kind of looking at each other, his eyes get big, and mine just go, bruh. Like, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, oh, I won that life. I'm out here. I'm living my best life. Mind you, I was like 26, 27 when I seen him. I'm living my best life. I just got I got one of the best jobs. I got this little bad little light skin like I'm fooling with, you know what I'm saying? That's fucking with me like I'm up, bro. Can't tell me nothing. Mind you, the bad little chick, she was toxic. Okay. In retrospect, she's bad. She's toxic. She's toxic. She's toxic. She's toxic. Like 110% toxic. But yeah, it's crazy. Played any sports? No, I didn't play any sports, but I did some martial arts though. I did do some martial arts. Well, that's it. I just did some martial arts. I ain't play sports. I did some martial arts. You know, some jujitsu. But that's about it. But yeah, man, that was one of the best moments of my life. Cause I always felt like, you know what I'm saying, and with a lot of things, I feel like I always get the last laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I always try and like really keep to myself and try and like leave people alone. Because I'm like, I feel like later on down the road, I'm gonna get a W. You know what I'm saying? No matter what the situation is, I'm gonna come out on top. You know what I'm saying? Like whether it's movement wise, how life goes, like I'm gonna come out on top. So I always try and leave people alone. Like I'm not over here like trying to like dig into like different people's lives and like do this about them and go at them this way, that way, none of that. Like none of it. Like I'm not with none of that. Like I'm just, trying to be, what I'm saying, the best me possible. But with all that being said, I'm gonna get to the relationship. And again, I said this is a grown perspective. I'm gonna be absolutely effing honest, okay? So for me, okay, as far as relationships goes in my life, right? Like I feel like I'm at such a great space and I'm at such a peaceful space. It is really, really hard for me to add somebody in. Like it is incredibly hard because I have a great routine. Like I like my life. I like what I do. Um, Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm sure she was beautiful on the inside. Man, hey, bro, I've still talked to man. Listen. I've known that girl since November of 2015. I've known that girl for 9 years, 9 straight years. Okay, the inside, her inside is fucked. It's fucked. At least, you know what? No, it's fucked. There's a lot of things that internally she really needs to work on, but I don't know how she's gonna ever address them. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Because just like I got stuff to work on, she got a lot to work on. There's a lot of growing up, a lot of maturity that needs to happen. But as far as the outside, she's top five of my entire life. She's top five, bar none. Maybe you're the toxic one. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. When I'm the toxic one, I own it. I own it. If I exhibited toxic behavior in a particular thing, I own it. Now, we were both at first, we were both like really immature, like off rip, off rip. When we started, absolutely, I was immature, she was immature. But as things went on, you know what I'm saying? Like I was the more mature one. But at the same time, I never gave her an opportunity to grow because I wasn't willing to actually forgive her for her shortcomings. And that's something I told her. Like I told her, I'm like, I'm sorry that I never actually forgave you and gave you a clean slate to actually, you know what I'm saying, try to build from. Like I never gave her that. And I apologize for that. That was me. That was me. That was me. That was me. That was me being petty and all that. You know what I'm saying? But after all of that, like, you know what I'm saying, it was her. It was her. Outside of that, it was her. And granted, you know what I'm saying, some things that I felt a way about, like they were for real. Like, but I'll say this though, when it comes to relationships, I think that for me, like just still like where I'm at in my life, it's easier to be by myself. Because a lot of people want me to like give them a level of energy and time that I don't want to just freely give them. Like I feel like, you get the time that I give you unless you make it about, like, I kind of want to see you try or give an effort or just at least attempt to conversate. Like, that's the thing. Like, I feel like everybody wants to be like hard chased, and I'm like, I don't care to chase you. Like, I'm not fucked up either way. I'm not fucked up either way. So like, if I don't want to, if I don't want to chase you, I don't want to chase you. Like, I'm not chasing. Like, that's just how I feel. Like, I'm not in a space to chase you. Have I always been religious? Yeah, yeah. I always been religious. Since I was a kid, I've been religious, but like my denominations changed. So like I started off Baptist, and then I became Church of God in Christ. But it wasn't like I became that. It's just like I'm talking about the type of church I went to. So like I was going to a Baptist church, then I was going to a Church of God in Christ. Then I was like kind of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Then I went to another Baptist church for a longer time. Then I went to a Church of God in Christ. Then I went to Seventh Day at Adventist, Adventist of 7 Day Adventist, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones that are like church should be on Saturday, not Sunday. And the Saturday is what you should keep holy, not Sunday, which is interesting. And to me, if you look at a calendar, it's correct. Um, and like by all intents and purposes, it's correct. If your week starts on Sunday, that means that, you know what I'm saying, Saturday is the holy day. I'm just saying. Um, that's what it means. That's what it means. If the week starts on Monday, I mean starts on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But if you're advocating for the week starts on Monday, then by all means the uh the Sabbath would be Sunday. Now, I again with the name Saturday, I'm just assuming that the Sabbath was always Saturday. You're one of those topping from church to church. No, I'm talking about as a kid. Talking about as a kid. And then plus as an adult, it's hard for me to go to the same church all the time because I travel for work and all that stuff. So I'm just not available to be at the same church all the time. But with that being said, then when I went to a period where I really wasn't, then around 15, I got back into church. It was Pentecostal. Then that Pentecostal church eventually became apostolic, but I was still there. Do I still go every week? No, 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 no. Although there's this old lady at work now, she wants to invite me to her church. I told her she can. She just needs to give me the address, and I'll show up on Sunday. So this Sunday, I'm probably going to church. Just throwing that out there. I'm probably going to church. Um, I'm gonna go to church with the old lady. She's a sweetheart. She's a sweetheart. I've only been here for 2 weeks. She's a sweetheart, absolute sweetheart. Um, let me think. 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 Shoot. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, relationships. Relationships. Anyway, like you know what I'm saying. Like I just I don't have any intent on chasing you to death. Like I don't want to. Like I feel like at some point, like the conversations, initiations, and all that, it has to be going both ways. Like you can't tell me you're really interested in me and you don't ever text me. You know what I'm saying? You're always like, "Oh, I want you to text me first. I want you to," like, no, you just want to be chased. Like, do you want to be in a relationship? If you want to be in a relationship with somebody, then you actually start conversation with them and you talk to them. You treat it like you treat your friends. You have friends that you text all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so eventually you should text me too. You know? And that's what's real. Like everything else is like, could I date someone that doesn't believe in God? Nah, nah, that's just not, that is not, no, 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 no. But I'll promise you this: if she look right, I'll smash though. If she look right, I'll smash. I'm not even gonna hold you because I'm not even you know what I'm saying? Like in my head, like on my questionnaire, like of like who you are, like that's not as big of a deal to me. And I'm gonna explain why. Because I've met plenty of women that claim to be like oh, I go to church all the time, I'm this, I'm that, da 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 da. But you don't have any of the fruits at all. Like, you have none of the principles of this Bible that you claim yourself to believe in. You have none of it. So I'm just like, the person that doesn't believe in God, like, has way more spiritual points than you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not what you're saying you are. You're not it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. Could I date someone in a different religion? Oh yeah. I could end up dating like a little Muslim chick or something. Muslim chick, Jewish, you know what I'm saying? Even though Christian is Christian, Catholic is completely different. Like, everybody, I feel like there's a circle, like there's a crowd and everybody's hanging out, and it's Baptist, Methodist, Apostolic, Pentecostal, Church of God in Christ, Seventh Day Adventist. We're all hanging out over here, and then there's Catholicism. Like, it's a totally different vibe. It's a completely different vibe. Although I will say this, like, I feel like when you go to their churches, like, it really feels like this is a temple, like, it's a temple to, like, really be there with God, you know? What's the difference these days? They all blind together. What you mean? What you mean by that? What you mean by that? What do you mean by that? But yeah, again, like, to get back on the relationship kick, like, you know what I'm saying? And even like dating itself, like, it's like a waste of time. It's almost like a waste of time. Like, I don't want to oh, they all blend together these days. Blend. Okay, not blind. Okay. I agree. These days, the things that make them different is like minimal at best. Um, what was I saying? Relationships, snaps. Dang it, I shouldn't have read the chat. I hate when I do that. But anyway, I feel like relationship wise, like, a lot of people don't dang, I can't. Yeah, blind would be disrespectful, like, for sure. I can't remember what I was talking about, bro. Because you're talking about totally different shit than the three topics that are on the screen. Like, the title says relationships, friendships, and a grown perspective, and you keep throwing me curveballs, and then I can't remember what I'm talking about. Because you're throwing me curveballs. Oh my god. Oh my god. Um. Okay. I kind of remember. Like, for instance, like the last couple times, like, I talked to somebody, like, you know what I'm saying. Granted, like, the one, like, recent one, like, you know what I'm saying. Like, I actually liked her. I just, you know what I'm saying. I liked her vibe. You know what I'm saying. I like what she brought to the table, but at the same time, there was different things that I was kind of just like, mm, mm, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was getting, like, there was a lot of negatives. There's a lot of negative there. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was willing to give her give her a chance. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to, like, and it's not to say, like, oh, she's beneath me or anything like that. But I was willing to, like, kind of fill her out, because, like, maybe it's just today. You know what I'm saying? Like, but she wasn't a bad person. Like, she had good character and good intent. You know what I'm saying? We had a solid date. It just wasn't what, I guess. Because of who I am, I wasn't giving her what she wanted. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't giving her the type of energy that she wanted, and she wanted somebody to fawn over her. She wanted to feel like extra wanted. She wanted something to, like. I'm gonna get to that question. Like, she wanted to feel like extra wanted. She wanted to feel all the chase of it all. She wanted to be romanticized. Like, everybody wants this fucking story, but, like, newsflash, like, motherfucker, the nigga that was gonna give you the story, you know what I'm saying, was a long time ago. Like, you're in your 30s. Like, let's just be realistic. Most people, okay, men and women, they've established themselves a routine and who they are and all that. You got to just fit in with whatever their program is, especially if you're dealing with somebody that's far more busy than you are. Like, you kind of need to like open yourself up to like not thinking, oh, I need to be chased all the time, and just kind of like actual try and conversate. That's what really matters. Like, try to converse. You know, but either way it goes, you know what I'm saying? And my thing is like, I'm gonna answer this question. Can you date a housewife type, or they need their own career? Like, I don't mind the housewife type, but here's the thing: like, a lot of women assume the housewife type is also less just like, oh, can we go do this? Oh, can we do that? Oh, can we? You know what I'm saying? You're always like want. Like, no, I cannot. I I am not an unlimited pour. Like, I don't care whether it's, because my thing is this, like, I dealt with this with a couple women. Like, they think like, oh, like, necessarily because like I don't want to do certain things, like, oh well, you're like, oh well, you ain't got it, you're broke, blah blah blah. Like, I got that twice. And I'm like, hold on. I'm like, that's not even it at all. Like, I have other things that take up my time, and I can't be here doing all of this with you every fucking single day. Like, I can't like, oh, can we go for a drive around the block or like around the da da da? I'm not finna waste my time with that shit. If you want to go for a drive, get in the car. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like having a girl that has her own career is a bit more reasonable. You know what I'm saying? Like, a girl that's already taking care of her own bills and all that. Like, any woman that's coming from a place where, you know what I'm saying, some man was like low key financially manipulating them and into a relationship. You know what I'm saying? They kind of want that same security back. They just don't want the level of toxicity that came with it. They want a bit more control and a bit more autonomy. And it's just like, with that type of dude and he's doing all of that, like, you're gonna lose on yourself because you don't have any autonomy. You're totally dependent on this person. You're basically agreeing to go back to being a grown child. That's what you're agreeing to do. Um, unless you're just like a, you know what I'm saying, a rock star type of woman that has her own like businesses and stuff going on. So you're also taking care of the kids, and then you got hobbies and things to keep yourself occupied. Can you cook, or are you take the girl out on a date type of guy, kind of guy? Like, yeah, I'm definitely both, bro, both. But if that's really where I'm at. Like, it depends on who it is and why. If it's the right girl, like, I'm gonna candles, cook. We're gonna come in and blah blah blah. We're gonna come in the house. It's gonna be wine. The table's gonna be set right. Like, it's gonna be a vibe. It's gonna be a vibe. Like, I'm gonna literally knock your socks off. You know what I'm saying? Knock your socks metaphorically and physically. Yeah, it's gonna be that type of night. However, I do like going to nice places and eating nice food and doing nice things. So I'm definitely both. What's your longest relationship? Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, I haven't, like, I've had like dating spurts, but there was no like, oh, okay, it's me and you and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Type of relationships. Besides one, like, I had one. Yeah, I think for a fact, no, two. For a fact, I've only had two. I've only had two. I've only had two, and both ended pretty quickly. But and it wasn't me. One cheated, and the other one, she was just like a bundle of toxicity. It was bad. It was bad, and even the one that like we could have like became a relationship, like, she was just on, like, she wanted me to like, um so to answer your question directly, like, it's been like a month and a half maybe. But like, what she wanted was like, it was stupid. It was really fucking dumb. It was really dumb. And I was just like, why do you want that? And I'm like, plus you're inserting yourself into my life while I'm like also trying to like do all this stuff and build out my platform and my podcast and all this other stuff. Um, and ironically enough, once I stopped trying to do the extra stuff and I just focused on the actual like craft of it all and actually just like doing YouTube videos and all that, like just me on camera, like it went way further. Like I didn't went way harder. Like I didn't if everything keeps going the way it's going, by November I've been in like gained 5,000 subs like since January to November, 5,000 at the rate that I'm going, 5,000. And I only had 2698 or something like that last year. Like, so I'm more than doubling. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's this my total subscriber number is more than double. So I'm like, I'm up. I'm already up. Cause I'm at 7,200 and some change. Like I'm already up. Like this is just a continuation of me trying to be great. Um, and I just feel like, um like I don't know what people want. Like that's my thing. Like I don't know genuinely what people want. Everybody wants this, like they want this idea or this like this thing that portrays like you know that portrays like it's some type of great relationship. It's picture perfect, but realistically it's not. It's not. You know what I'm saying? And that's because a lot of people, they've lost the art of being somebody's friend. Like they don't know how to be a friend anymore. They don't know how to be a friend anymore. Like once you get into the relationship stage, once you get into, oh, we're having sex or whatever, you forget how to be a fucking friend. Like immediately forget how to be a fucking friend. And that's really where the true relationship lies at. It's being each other's friend. Because the way you treat your friends, I guarantee you it's better than you treated the last couple people that you dated. Just off rip. Off rip it was. And there's no difference in how that human to human interaction worked besides you guys having sex. But if the friendship was good, it'll stay good, and the relationship can, like the intimacy part, y'all can refix that if y'all really wanted to, if the friendship stays. But if there's no friendship, once the intimacy dies, the relationship is gone. Just straight up, what do I do in my free time? I get bored easy, so I've been shows like crazy. Me, beside all I do is YouTube videos and stream and play video games, and I stream when I play video games. You know what I'm saying? And that's on Homeroom with Smooth Gaming. So like it's like when am I not online? When am I not constantly like pouring into this? And that's the thing. Like I just need somebody to come in and like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm getting in a relationship, you got to understand like this thing is more important than you are, because I know you're temporary. Like you could leave, I could keep this. I can keep this going. This could potentially be like a way out for me of like doing my normal like everyday routine and get into a routine of something and think of something that I actually like. You know, that's just how I feel. Personally, like I feel like a lot of people, they're too temporary. They're too. It's fleeting. It's fleeting. You know what I'm saying? Like it's fleeting. But you'll spin the block. You know what I'm saying? You'll come back around. I'll smash again, and then we'll talk for a little while, and then we'll move on. We'll move on. But yeah, that's how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. I'm trying to think, man, like from a grown perspective. And I'm at a place like anybody that, you know what I'm saying, like that like I've let a lot of stuff go. Like I just don't. I let it go. I don't care. I don't care. I let it go. I let it go. I let go even the idea of me getting an apology for some of the things that happened. I've let it go. You know what I'm saying? Because again, the same way I looked at it as the same way I think I'm right, the same way they think they're right. But I'm not going to you know, like hold on with them. Um Side note: third leg never showed the results. We all knew he was lying. Of course he was, bruh. Of course he was lying. Like that's the thing. He was lying, and he know he was. That man got super herpes, bro. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, yes, freaking stupid. I think that also that I feel like as far as like this relationship, yeah, it's super hurt, bro. I feel like people don't even try it anymore. Like I feel like nobody's really even trying. You know, everybody's so quick to be just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, this is it, this what it is, and then they just give up. You know what I'm saying? They just give up, you know. But then when you really think about it and you think about your life and you think about like how different things went, you say you really gave it your best? Can you say you gave it a real effort? No, most people can't say that. You can't say you actually gave a real effort. And that's the truth. You never actually tried anything. You know, somebody else tried for you, and you were just gauging your experience off of how their experience went. You never actually tried for yourself. You were never actually seeing your dream through. You know, and to get that in back into the relationship sphere, like I think that you know what I'm saying, some relationships, you know, they end prematurely, whether it's because of uncontrollable emotions, typically such as like anger and like frustration and like you know well yeah, it's pretty much those, because all the disrespect stems from either being frustrated or being angry at the wrong thing. It's not like you're not cussing somebody out of depression. Like there's an anger there. That's the underlying emotion. If you're cussing somebody out, like granted, your anger could be spurred on by your depression and how you feel like everything is hopeless, so you get angry. But it's not that necessarily that you yourself, you know, or your depression by itself is causing you to try and cuss people off. I mean, cuss people out. Excuse me. Whew. Um, but yeah, man, I'm just in a real good space. And again, I want to say like I don't have anything to prove to nobody. Like I've been doing it. My life's good. Things are the ball is in my court. Things are under control. And I just got to do the right thing consistently. And yeah, I look forward to doing that. I look forward to, you know, continually be the very best version of myself that I can be. Um, I think that some people just aren't, they're just not built for it, you know, whatever it is, you know, however you want to take that. They're just not built for it. Not built for it. They're not built for like how things should go or how life is. They're just not built for it. Um, mm. Anyway, unless you got some more questions, King, I'm gonna get up out of here, bro. I'm gonna get up out of here because yeah, it's been about 40 minutes and I just been on here just talking. Talking. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I really wanted to cover under the friendship piece? Nah, nothing else that I ain't covered in another video. But anyway, yeah, y'all have a good one. See y'all mañana.